I am Judge Darrell Ike Eisenhower. I am a county judge here in St. Lucie County. I've been one of your county judges since the beginning of 2016. I preside over small claims court, collections court, and criminal court. Prior to becoming a judge, I was a prosecutor for 19 years at the State Attorney's Office, where I represented the people of the state of Florida here in St. Lucie County. I make it a priority in my courtroom now that I'm a judge to make sure that everyone gets a fair and courteous hearing and they have their fair day in court. I know that most people that come to my courtroom have never been to court before and will never be back again. So I take the time to explain to them the process and what the proceedings are going to be that day to make sure that they understand what they're getting into in court. I'm proud to say that since becoming a judge, I created a program called Your Courts Up Close that allows the public to interact with their local judges. Judges make presentations at this 4-night free program about various topics of the law and field questions from the audience. It's been very successful. We did it in the spring of 2017 and in the spring of 2018, where each of the 4 nights we averaged more than 80 people a night there in the audience. I'm honored to say that, that I was one of 3 judges in the state of Florida, 3 county judges in the state of Florida that were nominated for the Chief Justice's Award for Judicial Excellence in 2017. My wife Amy is a public school teacher here in St. Lucie County, and my daughter Ruby will be 3 years old soon. They both wish, as I do, that you'll vote for me to keep me judge by voting for Judge Darrell Ike Eisenhower on August 28th. Well, as I said, I was a prosecutor here for many years. As a prosecutor, I spent most of my days in court, watching judges operate and handling cases for you, the people of the state of Florida. Whether that was a first-degree murder of a law enforcement officer case or a theft case, I spent countless hours in court over the last, or over the 19 years I served as a prosecutor, and saw how judges worked. I wanted to make sure that when this spot came open, that it was done right, it was done with integrity, and it was done by somebody who had the work ethic to do it correctly. And that's why I stepped forward to become a judge here in St. Lucie County. Well, I have 3 main areas in my assignment. I'm a county judge, as you know, and the first part of my assignment is small claims court. I spend about half my time in our courthouse in St. Lucie West handling small claims court, which are civil lawsuits under $5,000. Most of the folks I see in small claims court are representing themselves, and as I said earlier, have never been to court before. I've learned a lot about small businesses here in our county who are suing folks who haven't paid their bills. I've learned a lot about the jobs they do, about installing countertops and doing work on cars. I've enjoyed the small claims a great deal. My experience as a prosecutor also prepared me for the criminal court bench, and I enjoy that as well. Collections Court is a program that we have that allows folks to set up a payment plan to pay off their court costs and fees rather than have their driver's license suspended for failing to pay them. And that's a program I'm very proud of, that we've done a lot of good work in over the short time I've been involved in it, and collected a lot of money for the taxpayers while getting folks the chance to keep their driver's license. What I think about all of this, or any division I'm in, is that the folks, as I said earlier, often have never been to court before. And I think about my parents who, before I was born, went to small claims court, and I've been hearing about it for the last 47 years. What that judge said and the different things that happened, their one-day trip to small claims court. And if one judge can have that impact, I make sure that I treat everyone like they're going to be thinking about this day for the next 47 years. In our system, we make, I think, very good efforts to make sure everyone has equal opportunity in the courts. I know in the courtroom I preside over, I do that. In our small claims divisions, there's an opportunity for folks that are indigent to file their lawsuit without paying a single filing fee. It allows them to come in, write out in their own handwriting, their claim, and file it with the court to get justice in their case. I think our small claims court is a great vehicle for folks to get justice. In bigger claims, that may be more difficult to represent yourself in a circuit court level, but in county court where I serve, I think that the courtroom is open to the people, and there are few barriers. In criminal court, people often, I hear people say that people get different or better representation from one attorney to the next, and certainly that's true. Not all attorneys are equal. But what they pay for that attorney and what office that attorney works in doesn't have nearly as much to do with the outcome as people would let on. The outcome has more to do with the preparation and hard work of the attorneys, and of course on the facts of the case themselves. Thank you. I want to start by thanking the League of Women Voters for this opportunity to address the public. And I want to thank the many folks that support me in this campaign. I mentioned my wife, Amy Eisenhower, and my daughter, Ruby, and their support, but I should also mention the many other folks that have supported me in this campaign, including Sheriff Ken Mascara, Bruce Colton, your state attorney, your fire chief, Nate Sparrow, Judy Miller, and many other lawyers and first responders that appear in our courts every day. I direct you to the Supervisor of Elections website to see the folks that have donated to my campaign, and to the campaign committee's website, which is keepikejudge.com, www.keepikejudge.com, where you can learn about the committee to keep me judged and what's going on in our campaign. We're also on Facebook and other social media at Keep Ike Judge. I'd ask that in August, when early voting starts on the 18th, that you get out to vote and that you vote to keep me your judge, Darrell Ike Eisenhower. Vote to keep integrity, vote to keep work ethic, vote to keep fairness, and vote to keep Ike Judge. Thank you.